Yo, 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 man. What's up, my good people in the YouTube world and beyond? You already know who it is. You already know what it is. It's your boy B, the outlier, and I'm right back about you cats with another vehicle. We right back and we strong. Today, everything is going according to plan, and I hope that your day is going well too, man. What's up? How y'all feeling? We got a good episode lined up for you. We're going to keep the integrity of the show going. We're going to be speaking about that fragrance of the week. We also are going to be getting a little bit into work. And then last, we're going to speak about maturity, age, and clarity. Working for clarity in your life. And as you start to mature, some of the things that you may get into, my people. But if you like this type of podcast, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. And what type of podcast is this? This is nothing special. I'm just a regular dude who come on every single day to talk about his life and talk about various topics. If something I say hits you the right way, hits you the wrong way, it doesn't matter. Just drop a comment. Let me know how you feeling, how it touched you. Let me know where you're coming from and also where you're calling in from, my people. And we got 2 people on the check-in. You already know what you got to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button once again. And this New York weather is so temperamental, my people. It's crazy out here, yo. It's like, what, 30-something now. 33 degrees, 34, 35 degrees. When over the weekend, it damn near touched 80. On Friday, last week, it was another one close to 80. This New York weather in April definitely don't know what it want to do, my people. It definitely does not know what it want to do. So today, we strapped up with the hoodie. I got a sweater on and everything because it definitely feels like the winter out here, my people. But we prepared for it. We are prepared. And the scent of the week, again, is Signature Scent by Bond Number 9, my people. I like Bond Number 9 as a house fragrance, as a fragrance house. They have a bunch of niche fragrances. These fragrances, again, they aren't just stereotypical fragrances where you're gonna wrap your nose around it very quick. These scents are complicated. They could definitely be complicated and up for interpretation. I have a bunch of Bond Number 9 fragrances, all of them different, like Greenwich Village, different than Signature Scent. That's different than Hamptons. All of these things smell a little different. I do think that Bond Number 9 does have like a little undertone of a signature that connects all this fragrances, but I could be tripping when it comes to that. Now, this Signature Scent isn't much of a hard fragrance to get your nose around, so much meaning that it's not polarizing. I think that this one could be a fan favorite, I don't think that is going to be unappetizing to most people's nose. So you could get away with this one. You could definitely get away with this one wearing it in multiple locations. But again, you got to be sparing. You got to spray these things sparingly, my people, because they are very strong fragrances. And depending on where you wear it, you could be bombing people out and being offensive to people. So again, be very, very, very careful, my people. Be very, very, very careful. So now, we moving along. I am on my way to work, and work has been very stressful these past couple of weeks, my people. These last couple of weeks. The things that I've been experiencing at this place really just make you question humanity, man. Question humanity. Because you would like people to walk around with You know, you want people to be honorable. You want people to be fair. But when it comes to attention out here in this world, when it comes to people positioning themselves to be ahead, there are no rules, my people. There are no rules. And I can only imagine if this was more of a liquefied thing, because people where I go to work is more of a place in the future. They really jocks in for. But I could just imagine if it was something more liquefying like money and how people would behave when money is involved. And it's like, yo, there's no scruples, man. There's no scruples when it come to it. It's like the ends justify the means. And as long as people are getting what they feel that they want at the time, trust me, man, they'll do anything for it. They'll do anything for it, you know? And this leads back into the main topic of this show. And the main topic of this show is how you want to live the rest of your life in your earned peace, man. Y'all ever hear or see, and it's a known like thing in life that when people get older, they lose their fight that they had when they're younger. They sometimes are stuck in their ways. They sometimes don't go back and forth with you. It's because when you get older, you learn about peace. Somebody asked me if they're on the check-in. They asked me if I'm outside. And they said, hi, yes, I am outside. I am outside, my brother. I'm outside. We outside with the birds. You hear the birds chirping. I'm chilling with my peoples, the birds, the raccoons, the possums. We all chilling out here tonight, man. We all chilling. Somebody said, man, you high or what? He said, am I high? Nah, I ain't high yet. I ain't high yet, man. You know what I mean? The day just started. The day just started. I may be something after work, but nah, not yet. We got somebody else on the check-in. Somebody said, for real? Yes, for real. Yes, for real. Yes, for real. When y'all used to smoke, well, when I used to smoke, I did used to wake up, roll something up, and smoke before I went to work. It feel good. It definitely feel good. But at the same time, weed sometimes can make me a little bit lazy, my people. A little bit lazy. And I do a lot more daydreaming. So I realized that I can't smoke at certain times. I can't do certain things at certain times. I just really got to focus on what's at hand. Because if I start smoking something, all I want to do is play video games, man, and eat snacks. You dig? Somebody said, for real. Somebody said, there's mosquitoes out to suck blood. Somebody else said, good morning. What's going on? Come on. Somebody said, bro, you sound like Denzel Washington. That's dope. Thank you very much. Every day I go live. Somebody say I sound like Denzel. Thank you. You know, Denzel is from New York also. But he from a different part of New York than I'm from. You dig? Yes, sir. So, yeah, you know, so as you get older, you learn to just want to have things stay the same, man. You have lived a long life as you get older, and you know the things that your body is more optimal to, and you know what your body reacts to. You know the noise that you like, and you know the noise that you dislike. So as you get older, it's like, you know, time is winding down. You don't have as much energy you had when you was younger to fight. So you just learn to walk lightly. Somebody on the check-in said, watch your back. Every time somebody say that, you know we got to turn back around, because we do not want to get clubbed. We do not want to get clubbed. Somebody says mosquitoes are out at night. Mosquitoes are out at night. I believe so. I wouldn't disagree with that. Somebody else on the check-in said, good morning. Be that, where are you? Somebody said, where are my manners? Have a good day, man. Somebody said, hi from India. Thank you, my boy. Thank you for saying have a good day. You have a good day, too. Hope your day is filled with blessings. My people from India checking in. I believe it is the afternoon over there. Shout out to all my people in India. Shout out to all my people in India, you know? Yeah. So, you know, as you get older, you realize you don't have as much energy as you had when you was younger. So you learn to use it sparingly, man. You know, people don't get rises. out of you the same way that they used to. You learn to get a habit of what time you go to sleep, what time you wake up. And it tends to work, man, in the soul to protect your sanity. We got a bunch of people coming in saying hi. What up, everybody? What up, my boy ZZ? How you feeling, man? You know, how's everybody doing? What are y'all getting into today? What are y'all getting into today? And also, what do you guys want to protect, man? What in your life do you want to protect from the outside world and not let anybody get into? You know, not let anybody get into. Somebody said, you keeping up with your health? My boy Kev Griffin on the check, and he asked if I was keeping up with my health. What up, Kev? I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. Am I keeping up with my health? I mean, to a certain extent, yeah. But, you know, I just got to do better with my diet when it comes to this pancreatitis stuff, because I have been having flare-ups lately, meaning my stomach has been burning like crazy. I dropped my diet down to like just the basics, man. I eat chicken now. I eat crackers. I eat cheese, a whole bunch of yogurt. I tend to eat a lot more fruit. Vegetables aren't really my thing, but I know I got to start eating more broccoli, more things like that, man. But everything else I do eat, and I tend to notice that when I eat those things, my stomach doesn't hurt as much. I do got to keep up with eating those 5 to 6 small meals a day, which I haven't necessarily been doing. I go too long without eating, and I think that also helps irritate my stomach. So to the extent of diabetes-wise, I have been watching what I eat, but with my pancreatitis, man, my stomach's still kind of messed up. My stomach is still kind of messed up. Somebody said it's 2:15 p.m. over there in India. Shout out to my people in India. Again, I do gotta go. Somebody said they are from India. That's what's up. Somebody said skip coffee for tonight. He said, Zuzi said, skip coffee for tonight. Skip coffee, you said? I should skip coffee? Somebody said evening, 2:15. Yes, sir. Should I skip coffee? Man, I'm so addicted to that damn coffee now. Y'all think that caffeine, well, it's a scientific fact that caffeine wakes you up. But I think it's a mental dependency on it to a certain extent. You know, I definitely think it's a mental part of it. But I don't know if I'm gonna skip it today, my boy. I do not know if I'm gonna skip it today, Zizi. Somebody said it will be good for your stomach. Yeah, you think so? You think so, man? That'd be good for my stomach? Coffee is bad for the stomach? I'm gonna try it out, man. I'm gonna try it out, but I'm gonna get my coffee today. I'm gonna try it out, see for a couple of days if I don't mess with coffee, how it make my stomach feel. Cause I do get pains early in the morning, but we'll see. Somebody said, making America safer. Donald Trump. He said, making America safer, Donald Trump. Y'all funny. But if y'all really want to get into numbers, you know, look at national crime over the years, you know, and from my understanding, I think crime definitely went down from the 1990s. And I don't think it got anything to do with Trump. I think it just go by national trends. You know what I mean? You got times where crime is bad, then you got times where crime isn't as bad. I know if you look at New York, we had a bunch of crime in the 80s, early 90s. Then your boy Giuliani came on. He had a bunch of politics that he definitely inherited from Dinkins. Crime definitely began to drop in the mid 90s. It dropped to historic lows in New York out here in the 2000s to the mid 2000s under de Blasio and also Bloomberg. And then during COVID, the numbers started going up again during de Blasio. So de Blasio time was weird because with de Blasio, we had times where crime was hitting its lowest, you know, right after Bloomberg hitting its lowest. And then during COVID, it started to go back to the mid 2000s. And that's when everybody started panicking. And now in New York, crime is most definitely dropping. So when I look at it through those lenses, it definitely goes through times. But as of right now, we had some of the lowest crimes that we have ever had. Somebody said, yeah, all is this in our head. Somebody said, where are you from? Where am I from? I am from Long Island, New York. I am in Freeport right now, chilling, about to go to the Long Island Railroad, about to go to work. So I'm from Long Island, my brother. Somebody else says, what is your views on Donald Trump? ZZ, I don't really get into political stuff like that. Definitely don't get into political stuff. I'll just say this about Trump. Trump is one of our own, straight from Queens. Trump is very, very, very polarizing. We've had a history with Trump for the longest, since the Trump Towers to the Central Park 5 to all that stuff with Trump. Trump really being a figure in the rap community as a success. Him being in rap music, me watching boxing, to seeing Trump, a whole bunch of boxing matches at the Trump Tower growing up. So Trump has a long history with us. I can't answer that question in one sentence, but he's definitely polarizing, so I'll say that. Somebody asked me, said, what up from upstate? What up, my people from upstate? Shout out to everybody in Albany. Shout out to everybody, Utica. Shout out to Buffalo. All them spots upstate, man. We brothers, definitely brothers. Shout out to y'all. Somebody said he definitely cleaning up 42 dunce. Kevin Griffin, you crazy. We got somebody else said Prowling is on. Somebody said Prowling is on the rise. Prowling is on the rise. Is it? Is it? Somebody said, show your tonight outfit. There ain't no outfit tonight. We going to work, brother. We going to work. I'll show you my shoes. You can see my shoes. I'm on my way to work. You know what I mean? On my way to work. You dig? Yeah. So we got 21 people in the check-in. Hit that like button. My brother, 9 likes. What up with y'all? What up with y'all? Somebody said, give us a nighttime music recommendation. A nighttime music recommendation. I'm gonna be a little bit different. I've been listening to my boy Chico DeBarge. Y'all know, I always tell y'all I'm an R&B type brother. You feel me? Dwelle type dude. D'Angelo type fella. That's the type of dude I am. I've been listening to Chico DeBarge a lot lately, man. Listening to Chico DeBarge. His Addiction album. Long Time No See. A bunch of albums like that. He's like y'all probably know the DeBarge family. The DeBarges, they are a classic R&B, hip-hop, R&B group. I'm talking about hip-hop. But an R&B group from the 80s. Chico is down with them. I relate more to Chico because he has all the talent in the world, you know what I mean? I see a lot of myself in him, but, he's had addiction problems and stuff that, I don't want to get into, but you can hear it in his music. When Chico DeBarge sing, man, you listen to his words. I know he worked a lot with Joe, and Joe wrote a lot of his music, but when you listen to it, the way he sing, his beats and everything, he speaks from a place of experience. And I most definitely feel that. Most definitely feel that. Somebody else on the check-in said Eddie Murphy used to catch the tree from Freeport to Penn Station. Yes, sir. Yep, he did. He did. That's the same route I'm going. The same route I'm going from Freeport over here to Penn Station. But I'm getting off at Forest Hills, not Penn Station. Yes, sir. Somebody said, show me your face. Damn, bro, you want to see my face? You want to see D-Face? Keep following. One day you going to see D-Face. One day you going to see me. You going to see D-Face. Somebody said, Canis. I don't know what that means. Somebody else said he's the Tito of the DeBarge. Mike crazy. He said he's the Tito of the DeBarges. You could say that. You could definitely say that. But Chico a beast, man. Chico's my boy. Chico make great music. Somebody said, what do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear. It's easy crazy, man. Y'all some crazy people at this time of the night. So y'all some crazy people at this time of the night, But I'm over here at 7-Eleven. Y'all already know what time it is. That means it's time for me to get up out of here. My train will be on the way. Thanks, everybody, for checking in. We got one more comment. Somebody said, I just got released from PA. Those Commonwealth states different. Mark said he just got released from PA. Yeah, I heard about that. I definitely heard about that. Definitely heard about that. Griffin said, drink some black tea. All right. My boy ZZ said, take care. All right, y'all. I'm going to see y'all. Mr. Griffin, we probably going to do that black tea tomorrow. Thanks for checking in. I love all y'all, man. Peace out, yo. This your boy, B the Outlier. Yeah.